again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Throwing on first down. Rankin to Barkley on the check down. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rankin looking for Shepard deep. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on 3rd down, Rankin, and he fires one, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Rankin. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Giants 7, Vikings nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off play action. Ellis. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Jackson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Rankin. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Rankin. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Vikings nothing. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
The running there is Cook, but no lane to be found as they'll stop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
13 yards remaining on second down. Back to throw. Ellis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Looking to throw. Rankin. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Rankin. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do...
This is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Barkley. Able to slither by. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll buy some time right. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
The kick is good. Makes the score Giants 24. Vikings nothing.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch.
Off play action. Ellis. He's going to let this one go deep. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Off the play fake. Ellis lets it fly for Thielen. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Giants 24, Vikings 7. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Back to throw. Rankin. That's complete to Tony. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. To throw on third down, Rankin. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. On first and 10, Ellis to the right side and complete to Jefferson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw on second down, Ellis. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Touchdown! It's complete. Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Breaks the tackle, now an alley, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Rankin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A final shot before break. Ellis. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
6-yard line.
Back to throw. Ellis. To Jefferson on the slant. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Ellis. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Off play action. Rankin. That's complete to Slayton. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down now. It's Cook, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That second down play nets a -4.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ellis. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ellis. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Giants.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Ellis. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd down, Ellis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw on 2nd down, Rankin. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. On first down, Rankin. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Touchdown, Giants. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap. And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Ellis. Complete. Jefferson the target.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ellis, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Rankin. That ball caught by Slayton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the Vikings 45-yard line.
To throw on second down. Rankin. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Patrick Jones, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second and 16. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rankin. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Godot's kick is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because they're...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.